I cannot believe it, but we got something in today, and I cannot wait to show it to you. We got my personal Black Series 9 in from Prime in a beautiful orange riser. I can't wait to get this bow set up, but before I do, I wanted to show it to you, do a couple speed tests, change some stuff around, and then later on in a couple weeks we'll do a complete build test, and we're going to put our strings on it and all the stuff. We use the different string stop and all that, but we'll talk about that in another video. We're going to take it right out of the box like it sits. The bow's 39 inches long, 7-inch brace height. It'll go from 27.5 to 33 on the cams. That's adjustable this year, so that's great. I think it weighs like 4.7 pounds bare bow, and it's rated at 325 IBO. We're going to check the speed on it, give you our overall thoughts on how it feels, shoot it through the chronograph, all this fun stuff. In this video, it's just a quick look. Then in a couple weeks, we'll put together the whole package with the slide bar, the rest, the arrows, the whole 9 yards, and we'll do like a 30-minute video on the complete build of it. But I really like this orange. It's just a smidgen darker than I thought it was going to come in, but I like it. So stay with us. We're going to go over to the vise and start. We're going to put a Trinity rest on it just to chronograph it with, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're over here at the vise. I'm going to stick my Trinity rest. I really like this rest. Started shooting it last year from Hamsky. It's a limb driven rest. I'm going to bolt it on here real quick and see what kind of speeds we get. So far from the other bows, I'm sure you've seen those videos, I really like the feel of these cams, and I have no complaints whatsoever. The cool thing about these primes is on each side of the limbs, they actually have they have it made to where you can just hook the limb driver cord on there. So that's a lot better than trying to tie it around the limb and all that sort of thing. What I've got here is a 345 grain arrow. I'm going to throw a loop on here. I've got it eyeballed, you know, center shot and that type of thing. I'm not too concerned with that type of thing yet because we're not in full setup mode. We're more or less just trying to get speeds and feel, but it is pretty close as far as all that goes. We'll stick a loop on here. We'll go ahead and do, it's a 60-pound bow. We'll go ahead and check it. It's on 29-inch draw right now. I'll go ahead and shoot it through the chronograph where it sits, and then I'm going to change it to my draw length, which is 28, and we'll chronograph it again just to give you an idea how fast it's going to go. And then when we do our other video, you know, I'll go a little more in depth on that, on the arrow build and all that stuff. Get this loop on here. Get it stretched out. And there we go. Let's go check the poundage. I've already weighed the arrow 345. We'll check the poundage and I'll meet you at the chronograph. Okay, we're over here at the draw board, and let's see, we should be right on 60 pounds. I'll get out of your way. Boom, yeah, we're just, 60.5 pounds or 60.2, wherever we're holding that here. So, we're on 80% let off, 29-inch draw as it sits. Let's go shoot an arrow, chronograph it, and I'm going to back it down and all that stuff to my 28-inch draw, and we'll check it again. We're back here in the shooting lane. I'm going to let TJ shoot it on 29 since it's a little closer to his draw length, and then we're going to back it down. I'll shoot it on 28.
Real good draw cycle. It has a dump on the back end. A little touchy, but it's not exactly my draw weight. 286.
Okay, so here we are. We're going to change the draw length on this brand new Black Series 9, and I thought it would be interesting to show y'all how this works on any of the Black Series bows this year. On one side of the cam, you got 2 screws. I loosen them up about 1 turn. Okay, you don't have to have a bow press. I'm going to flip it around. This screw you actually got to take out. So I know that this bow is on 29, and I want to go to 28. So I'm gonna take this screw out. I'm gonna put a finger on that module just so it don't rotate when the screw comes out. Okay, I'm gonna go from the 9 position to the 11 position on this particular bow, and this is a 9. The other bows are a little different on the number system. Putting the screw in the 11, which is going to put me on 28. I'm going to snug it down, flip it back over, tighten these two back up. You want them pretty snug, but you don't want to strip them or anything. Okay, now we got a draw stop here. I'm going to loosen it up, and I want to put it, for 80% let off, I'm going to put it right on top of the 9. Now if I wanted a little more let off, I would go toward the longer draw length, which would be like, put it on like 9.5. That would give me somewhere around that 90% let off. And if I wanted less, like a 65% let off, I'd move it down toward like 8.5. But the cam has numbers. You just line it up with those numbers and go from there. Now we got to do the same thing to the top. Loosen these two up about 1 revolution. While I'm already here at the draw stop, I'll go ahead and adjust it since I know I need to get over to the 9. Tighten it down, good to go. Flip it over. Actually, it's N9. I've told you wrong. It's N9. We're going to 11. I think I've been saying 9. I'll check my limb stop because I think I said it wrong. But okay, we're in 11, which is 28 on this bow. Tighten that down. Back around. Tighten these bad boys back up. And now I'm going to let the bow down so I can see it. I'm going to 11, not 9. That's what the original thing was in. And that's how you set, I'll go check my bottom cam and make sure I didn't set it wrong, but that's how you set the draw length. It don't take but a second. No bow press needed. Super easy on these new prime bows. And it makes it so easy to change the draw length, the let off, anything you want to tinker with, and you can do it at home without a bow press. Here we are, we got it set on 28 inches, 60 pounds, 345 grain arrow, and I set it on 80% let off. I think it may have been a little bit less let off when TJ shot it, so let's just see what it feels like. Yeah, that dumps over nice. Now I will say, you know, you get about a ½ inch forward and it's ready to go, but those limb stops, or those cable stops feel nice, and the overall feel of the bow is good. I mean, I feel like the grip of the bows feels good, not too big, not too little. Everything's legit. So let's see what kind of speed we get. Again, 28 inches, 60 pounds on the dot, 245 grain arrow, 345 grain arrow, excuse me. .275, not too bad. What were we on 29?
285.
So we lost about 10 feet per second, which is normal. I like the feel of the bow. Let's talk about you coming to shoot one. Okay, so thank you for joining us on our quick look at this new Prime Black Series 9. As always, if we can answer any questions, or if you want to come shoot one, come see us at the Archeryshack, 206 Hillhouse Road in Anderson, South Carolina. Call us, 864-735-8484. Email us, archeryshack@gmail.com. Be happy to answer any questions. If you're local or semi-local, come in, shoot this thing. Shoot one of the 5s, one of the 3s, one of the 1s, compare them. We've had a lot of people, because of these videos, drive in from 3 and 4 hours away to come check out these primes. So we appreciate y'all. Let us know how we can help you. and we'll see you on the complete bow build video for this bow. Thanks for watching.